we go way back. We was talking in the back. We go way back to the First Lady, Sister Curry, to all of my brothers that share this gospel with us. I count it all joy. And to you, Macedonia, I count it a blessing just to be in your midst on this Sunday morning. We didn't come to bore you long. We just gonna, if you give me about 10 or 15 minutes, because I know you're not starving for no preaching, because you got a mighty good one over here at Macedonia. But if you will just give me a few minutes and I'm going to bid you farewell. If you'll go with me to Jeremiah chapter 20. And we're going to use one verse. And when you have it, would you say, Amen? Are you there? Because when I start, I want you to start. So when I turn off, I want you to turn off too. And it reads, verse 9. Then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak anymore in his name. But his word was in my heart as a burning fire, shut up in my bones. And I was weary with forbearing and could not stay. We just want to use for a thought for just a few minutes. I want to quit, but I can't. I want to quit, but I can't. I know we've had some days. Pastor Curry, I know you done had some days when you look back over your life. You've had some days that you want to quit. You want to throw in the towel. But because of God's grace, you couldn't quit. I've had some days. You've had some days. I know that you want to throw in the towel. And you said, when you sit down and think about where God has brought you from, you'll say, I want to quit, but I can't. And to the Urshers, I know that you have a hard job on this Christian journey, because when you have to deal with us, you know how we can get. Y'all have to deal with all kind of attitudes. You know, you tell people to sit over here. They want to sit over here. They want to go and do what they want to do when you done instructed them what to do. I know on them days you want to quit, but you can't. You can't quit. You can't throw in the towel, because this Christian race get hard sometimes. You don't know which way to go. When the weight of the world get on your shoulder and you seem like trouble is all around you, them the days you wanna quit, but you can't quit. Can't quit. Because God has blessed you to make it this far. And I know this road get hard. The hills get hard to climb. But by God, my God, said he would supply all of your needs. But you can't quit though. You got to stay in the race. If you know, long as you're in the race, Pastor Kerry, you ain't got to go real fast. You ain't got to be the fastest one in the race. But just stay in the race. Don't quit. If you quit in the race, you don't stand a chance. But you got to keep running this race. No matter what obstacles get in your way, you got to stay in the race. I know it's be some days that some rain gonna fall. There's gonna be some storms in your life, and you want to quit, but you can't. Now let me look at Jeremiah here for a minute. Jeremiah was a young prophet in this ministry, but he was ordained way before he was born. God already knew that he had a test for Jeremiah. And you know, when I read Jeremiah, it makes me think about that Jeremiah had some soft spots in his heart. Because they labeled Jeremiah as being a weeping prophet. So that tells me that on this journey, he had to share some tears. On this journey, he had some disappointments. On this journey, he had some heartaches. But Jeremiah had a mind that he wanted to quit. But he found out that he couldn't. Jeremiah had a talk with the Lord. Went by the Lord's house and knocked on his door. Sat down and had a meeting with the Lord. Told the Lord, I'm tired. You know, this journey you sent me on, these peoples are just hard-headed. Lord, they won't listen. I've been sturdy telling them what thus says the Lord. I done got tired now. I done got tired on this journey, Lord. I don't believe I can fulfill my obligation. So Jeremiah left and went on back home. But when he got home, the strange thing about when you get home, when you get all by yourself, then you come to your senses. And Jeremiah, after about 2 or 3 days, came to his senses and realized, but when he thought about how good God had been to him, when he thought about that the Lord had woke him up this morning, when he thought about how the Lord had put food on his table. But Jeremiah also remembered that something that the Lord told him, that I will be with you. See, he had forgot about that part. You know, we easy to get the front part of the story, but you'll start at the beginning. But if you don't get to the end, you don't know what transpired at the end. But Jeremiah, after about 2 or 3 days, thought about all of them things that he had been through. But the Lord brought him through. He thought when he looked back and see how good God had been to him, he thought about, I can't quit. He realized that after about 2 or 3 days, Jeremiah went back again and knocked on the Lord's door. And when he had to sit down and talk with the Lord, he said, you remember about 3 days ago, I stopped by here, Lord, told you that I was going to give you my resignation. I was going to quit. I was going to throw in the towel. But when I got home, And after reconsidering, after 3 days, I believe I had to come back and talk to you. He came back and told the Lord, that resignation that I gave you the other day, Master, can I have it back? I want to tear it up because I done had time to think this thing over. And I realized, now, Lord, you brought me too far to turn around now. So he took the same resignation, tore it up in pieces, and said, Lord, I wanted to quit, but I can't now. I got to go on. I got to see what the end is going to be. I come this far by faith. I'm leaning, I'm leaning, I'm leaning, I'm leaning, I'm leaning on the everlasting arms of God. He said he would be with me even until the end. Jeremiah realized that I come too far. I come too far. Yeah. I felt like Jeremiah. At one time, I wanted to throw the towel in. I've been in Jeremiah's shoes. I wanted to quit, but courage when I thought about what the Lord had done for me, when I thought about where he brought me from. I ain't always been where I am, but I thank God for being who he is, able to take a little old country boy like me, pick me up, turn me around, place my feet on a solid ground. When I think about what he did out yonder, way out yonder on Calvary's Hill, when I think about how they marched him from Judgment Hall to Judgment Hall, when I think about how they pierced him in his side, when I think about how they crowned his head, when I think about how they nailed his hands, when I think about how they riveted his feet, I can't quit. The story didn't end there. The story didn't end there. They took my Jesus and they marched him up a hill, a place called Calvary. Some call it Skull, but I call it Calvary because it was at Calvary. It was at Calvary where they took my Savior and took your Lord. They nailed his hands. They riveted his feet. They nailed his hands, they nailed his feet. Carry, but I can't quit. I can't quit right there because they took him down and they laid him in a borrowed tomb. Yes, they did. How many knows that he stayed there for 3 long days? But I stopped by to tell you the reason I can't quit. Because early, Sunday morning, stepped out that old dusty grave, declared all power, all power, all power, all power, all power. I'm trying to quit Curry, but it's been too good to me. I'm trying to quit Curry. It's been fun, but I gotta run. I thank you. I thank you, Pastor Curry. I got to get out of here, but I've tried to quit, but I couldn't. I'm gonna run on. I'm gonna run on. See what the end is gonna be, because after a while, by and by, when this life is over, I'll fly, I'll fly, I'll fly, I'll fly away somewhere to be at rest. After a while, I'll hear that famous word. It won't be O'Neill, it won't be Carl. It'll be servant, 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 servant. He's all right. He's all right. Do you know him? He's all right. My midnight rider. He's all right. My company keeper. I can call him early in the morning. I can call him late in the evening. Oh, but it's something about midnight. Late over in a midnight hour when everybody else is gone to sleep. I can call on my friend Jesus. He's able. Oh, he's able. He's able. Oh, thank God. What a word. Did he speak the word? Oh, thank God. Wanted to quit, but can't. Oh, what a blessing. Let me share something with you, Macedonia. I have done everything else in God's house of worship. Because I just like Peter, I have not got there yet. I couldn't put up with folk like y'all do. I done everything except worship. And like the preacher just told us, tell them sit here, they won't sit over there. And I want a type of guy, I like to snatch. So worship just wasn't my place. Amen. The doors of the church is open. Oh yeah, you can come by letter, Christian experience, even by baptism. Those of you running ways, how you ever feel like just quit? Huh? But you know how good God have been to you? Been lied on, talked about, say you weren't gonna mount up to anything. But ain't God good? Is someone else?
All right. Amen.
Someone even feel like just quit coming to church. Just because God done bless you so well. You got money in your bank.
Come on.
A lot of clothes go on your back.
Yeah.
Big nice ride and pretty house, nice furniture. You feel like you want to quit, that you want to serve God no more because you got all these things. Well, listen, I'm tell you what this told with children of Israel in the book of Deuteronomy. Say, don't forget now where you came from. Don't you forget the God who brought you over. Amen. When you start building a fine home and your sheep and your asses and everything start multiplying, your oxen, your silver start, your barrel of silver start rolling over. Don't forget who brought you over.